When me and my wife decided to get into the RV life, because we have to live in it full time for a year, I had to do a lot of research quickly. The number of hours I spent on YouTube trying to figure out all the information that I need to be able to, one, find the truck, two, get the RV. There's so many mistakes that I've done, and then talking to a lot of my friends, they made the same mistakes. So I'm gonna put together all the information you're gonna need in this one video. So this is the only video you're gonna need to find out what kind of RV to buy, what kind of truck to buy. But there's one accessory or feature that your truck has to have, and if it doesn't, then you need to get it. I'll have that at the end of the video. Don't worry, it's a simple install. If your truck doesn't have it, it's not that expensive, but you need to have that before you tow the RV. Now, in a perfect world scenario, if I were to redo everything all over again.
My house. This was a good home for about 2.5 years. This is the final time I'm stepping out the door.
I would have bought the RV first, so I'll have all the options and then buy the truck to pull it. But that's not always the case. Some of you guys might already have a truck. So for me, I already had a truck. I had experience in both because I had a first travel trailer and then now I have a fifth wheel. So let's start with the RV. First, find out what you really need and what you wanna have in the RV as far as your size of your family and what if you're gonna be living in it full time or part time, whatever the case may be. Find the RV you want, whether it's brand new or used. I recommend getting a used one, but it's up to you to pay based on your budget. Once you find the RV that you like, immediately go on the side of the RV, you'll see a sticker. There's two key pieces of information that's very important in that sticker, whether it's a fifth wheel or a travel trailer. What you want to know is the gross vehicle weight rating, which is the total amount of weight that the RV can handle with all your stuff in it. That's including also if you want to do boondocking, full tank of water, everything. For my RV, it was 13,900 and some change. Another thing too that you need to know is the hitch weight, which is the amount of weight in front of the RV that goes on the truck, whether it's a fifth wheel or a travel trailer. Most people would say it's 20%. So for me, it's close to about 15 to 20%. My hitch weight is 2,000 pounds, give or take. Hitch weight can also be called the tongue weight if you have a travel trailer. So those are two information that you're going to need on that on the trailer that you're trying to purchase. Next thing is your truck. Based on that information, you need to find a truck. If you don't have a truck, you need to find a truck that one, has the payload capacity that can accommodate the tongue weight or the hitch weight. This information, you can find it in the driver's side window. You just open the driver's side, you'll see payload capacity. Now, if your trailer is one of those toy hauler ones, this is the time probably you might want to consider a dually or a diesel. Today's day and age, the gas truck are very capable. There's so many trucks available out there if you haven't bought a truck yet, but you need to look at that sticker before buying the truck, or else you'll end up having a truck and you can't pull that trailer. So that's very important. That's going to be a costly mistake. I have a Ford F250 with an STX package. I love this truck. It has all the features that I need. I think it's just 60 grand compared to some of the F-150s out there that could go up to 100. But Ford is not the only one that sells this kind of value truck. You have Silverado out there, 2,500, single rear wheel. I think they're selling it brand new now for $58,000. So just shop around. But whatever truck you end up getting, make sure you look at the driver's side window. The payload capacity is what's going to tell you if your truck can handle the tongue weight or the hitch weight. The next information that you need to know about your truck is the towing capacity. A lot of people get hung up on the towing capacity. That's why I started off with the payload capacity. Your truck have different kind of towing capacity. You got to look at the website. For me, for Ford, it tells me specifically whether if I'm towing a gooseneck or a fifth wheel or a conventional. For my specific truck, which is it's a 4x4 crew cab, 6.8 liter and 373, I think the gear ratio, I can tow up to 14,000 pounds, I believe, which means I can tow my trailer because my trailer is fully loaded, it's at 13,600. So I still got some few hundred pounds to play with when it comes to towing weight. Once you get all those weight together, another key information that you need to know on your truck besides the payload capacity is the GVWR. Same thing with your trailer. Your GVWR is all the weight that you can put on the truck. That's your payload and the truck itself. So for my truck, total gross weight rating is 10,500 pounds. This is important because the next thing you need to look for, and it's not going to be on the sticker, you got to look at it in the website for your specific truck. GCVWR is gross combined vehicle weight rating. I look in the website on Ford F-250 for my specific truck, it says it's 21,000 pounds. So a lot of times it can be a problem. This is a problem for me, but at least it's not at the end of the world. I can still mitigate some of this stuff from getting to the max weight, because even though my truck can handle the hitch weight and it has the ability to tow it because the maximum tow capacity is also under the weight limit, my truck's gross combined weight rating is only 21,000 pounds. If I were to add both of the maximum weights of the truck and the RV, which is the truck is 10,500 and then the RV is 13,600, so that would easily be over 24, close to 25,000 pounds. I'm easily over 2,000 pounds overweight if I were to max out the RV and the truck. So that's something I have to keep in mind, which means the one thing that I could avoid doing is filling the water tank of the RV when I'm traveling, because that's easily a few hundred pounds there. And I just gotta watch out what I load in my RV. Now, talking about all this weight capacities, if your truck can pull it, there's one key thing that you cannot forget. For the most part, whether you're overweight or not, your truck can pull the RV. But the question is, can your truck stop it safely if you need to do a sudden stop? So there's one feature that you need to figure out and you need to find out that your truck has. And if your truck doesn't have it, don't worry, it's easy to add. It is not that expensive to add. It's the electronic brake controller. This aids the truck, adds the braking system to the RV as well. So you're not only, when you're hitting the brake, you're not just hitting the brake in the truck, you're also applying brake on the RV, which helps out with the stopping power. My old truck, F-150, didn't have it. I had to buy it separately, but it was easy because I just had to remove the plate on the dash and then it's a plug and play. And if you don't have that feature, you can easily add that. They sell it aftermarket, but you gotta have that, because that right there is very important for emergency and just regular driving, man. Regular driving, you gotta be able to stop the RV. I know there's a lot of products out there like airbags. Those are just comfort features that you can add, but it doesn't add capability to your truck. But the brake controller adds capability to your truck. After all that's said and done, here comes the best part. Go enjoy your RV.